Hey guys, Jacob here. Just wanted to do a quick review on a brand new pack that I just received from KS Ultralight. I want to put this review up because there's not many reviews on YouTube about this particular company and these particular packs, and I want to give some help to some folks that may be looking into this brand but are not quite sure, and maybe this will help you make a decision on your next purchase. This is the pack. I'll kind of give you a little overview of it here, kind of check it out. So the website is ks-ultralightgear.com. This is a one-man show, a company that makes really good custom packs by a gentleman named Laurent. He is actually based out of Japan. So yeah, there's definitely a lead time, approximately 3-week lead time plus shipping to get one of these. So just so you know about that. Also, the website can be a little difficult to understand. It's a little complicated and that sort of thing, but just familiarize yourself with the site, familiarize yourself with how to add options and how to select fabric types and that sort of thing, and you should be able to use it. Worst case scenario, send Laurent an email. He's super responsive. His English is really good, and he can, he'll be able to help you out and help you make any decisions that you may have. So that's the basics. Let me get started here with the pack. This is an ultralight pack. This is not a 4-pound, 70-liter pack. This is for super light, ultralight setups. I would say anything with a base weight under, base weight's under 12, really under 11 pounds, 10 pounds and under would be more like it, but I'm using about a 10.5 pound base weight, and I think this pack's great. A couple things about it, starting with specs. This pack fully featured with external frame, hip belt pockets, you name it. This pack weighs in on my scale at 21.5 ounces. So that is basically what a Z-Pack's Arc Blast would weigh without any options, without hip belt pockets and other external features like shoulder strap pockets and that sort of thing. So you kind of got to weigh your options. I like this pack because of the customization options, and it's just something that not a lot of people have, and I like trying new gear and new options that not everyone has. So yeah, basically let's start kind of from the top. I'll overview what I can. I'm going straight off the top of my head here with everything. This is the KS40. They make the KS50, which is just a little larger, more internal volume, that sort of thing. I went with the 40. I'll tell you the options, but yeah. So first off is the fabric material. This is actually an X-Pack fabric. This is listed on the site. It says LS07 or black leather. Now, it's not black, nor does it feel like leather to me. However, that is what it's called. That is the default material. It is super light. A lot of the other X-Pack, like I think it's the VX models and that sort of thing, are stronger, thicker, that sort of thing. Laurent says that this material should be sufficient for multiple through hikes, thousands of miles. If you take care of your gear, this material will stand up. It feels very much like Cuban fiber to me, actually. It has sort of, the outside is this slick, very water resistant type feel, and the inside has your traditional, more grid stop style pattern there. But yeah, the seams are not taped and sealed on this bag. However, the stitching is great, and with some sort of liner, such as a trash compactor bag or something, you won't have any issue with water getting into this bag. And also with fabrics, the bottom is Cordura 330D. That's also the standard. You can get thicker Cordura. I don't think that would be necessary. This 330D Cordura is super strong on the side pockets and bottom for those more highly abrasion prone areas. Also on the back, huge mesh pocket. This is the thicker mesh with the larger holes. It's not as stretchy as the real fine mesh, but it's definitely more durable, and you know, the larger holes are better for drying faster and that sort of thing, and this is what Laurent really recommends on this pack. So that's kind of material options that I went with, is the LS07, and I think it looks awesome and should perform well. Now, on Laurent's website, there's like there's like 20 different options that you can choose. I'm going to go over what I chose. First option that I went with is the roll top closure. So the default option is a drawstring closure. I went with the roll top closure. This is your more traditional dry bag style closure that you'll see on Z-Packs bags and that sort of thing. I love this style. I would not get the drawstring. I just feel like that's not enough water resistance for me. So yeah, I went with the roll top closure. That does add a little bit of weight, minimal, but I like it. The other option that I went for, you can see this extension collar is a lot. There is a lot of extension there. Basically, with this pack, you can get 10 centimeters of extension collar, which just adds length to this extension collar, which ultimately adds more capacity. And I thought that was a good option for if I needed to carry more food, you know, something like that. Add a little bit more towards the top. If I needed more winter gear, bigger puffy, something like that. That's an option that I went with. So roll top closure and then 10 centimeters of extension added, which I think is a good option. I'm coming around here to the front of the pack. So another option that I went with is this pack does have the traditional like strap, compression strap over the top. So you can actually have this clip attached to the mesh or to the pack itself. I decided to go with the option to attach it to the pack itself. That way every time I wanted to get into the mesh, I didn't have to unclip it and that sort of thing. So that is another option that I did go with. Another option, you can see this draw cord here and this lashing down here at the bottom. That is for an ice axe, trekking pole, something like that. Very minimal weight, good extra option to have. Another random option on the bottom of the pack down here are 4 loops, right here, right there. Those are 4 loops that you can add cordage to if you want to put a sleeping pad, something like that on the bottom. That's an option. But you do have to add even those loops if you want them. They do not come default on the pack. Let's see, I think that's about it on the front. Obviously I talked about the mesh pocket there. So moving around here to the other side of the pack. Now this is where this pack really excels in my opinion. It has a lot of stuff. So this does come with the aluminum stays here, the external aluminum stays. They weigh 2 ounces for both of them. They can be removed. However, having this external frame is what I think makes this pack so awesome. It is so light, but yet this external frame really transfers the weight to the hips. And yeah, that's a killer option with this pack. Now, going to other frame type options. This is a foam pad that KS Ultralight sends you for the back panel. At least this is the option that I went with. It uses this 3D mesh. You can select that as an option, 3D mesh with the foam pad to give you more frame stability as this back panel option. And that's an option I went with. Absolutely love it. I think it's going to work awesome. Obviously, this is not going to breathe as well as a setup like Z-Packs may use with the arc suspension and that sort of thing. That's never bothered me. This is really cool. A lot of multi-uses. I've even seen folks use like the Gossamer Gear Gorilla, or excuse me, the Gossamer Gear like 1/8 inch pads rolled up under here, thermarest cut, you know, different things. But basically, awesome sit pad that also doubles as a back panel. Really cool. Like it. Other options at the top, load lifters. So basically, these are the wider load lifters. You can get load lifters that use this cord lock style with the small cordage and the little pull. I had read online multiple reviews where people said that did not work as well and it would get stuck. So I went with the upgraded, thicker, more traditional load lifters. I'm happy with them. Yeah, should be good. Now, so my favorite option on this pack is the mesh pockets on the shoulder straps. So what I actually did, this is pretty new option Laurent has on the website, is the traditional mesh pocket on the right side that you can put a cell phone, water bottle, something like that. On the left side is a zippered pocket. So it's a zippered mesh pocket, which is just a cool little feature. You know, you can throw some chapstick, something like that, and you actually can zip it up and you don't have to worry about it falling out. That's really cool. Love it. Awesome. Also on the chest strap, or on the shoulder straps, is the chest strap option. So there's different chest strap options. I went with the upgraded, the thicker webbing here, and the whistle. So this one has a whistle. It's a little bit more weight, but I really like that feature. It's something like you would see on the Osprey packs, like the Osprey Exos. Safety whistle, yeah, I like it. It's cool, neat option. So yeah. On down to the hip belts. So basically, this is a really nice wide mesh hip belt. There is another option for the anatomical hip belt, which is larger, wraps around more. This was fine for me, the standard option. But the biggest thing here are these gigantic hip belt pockets. Now, these are removable. They have a really cool attachment system that Laurent uses. I really like that style. These can remove, and I mean that takes some weight off there if you want to, but I really love these hip belts. I use my hip belts for my phone, snacks, maps, things like that. I like hip belts. I'm not in the hip beltless game yet. So if I'm gonna have a hip belt, I really like hip belt pockets. And these do have the waterproof zippers, waterproofs, taped and sealed, YKK zippers, or taped anyways. Yeah, so those are awesome. The last option that I did go with is this draw cord here and the draw cord here, which is a trekking pole holding style system, just like you would see on an Osprey style pack or something like that. So one last option, I keep forgetting. On the inside of this pack, I did go with, you can see that right there is just a pocket. It actually has Velcro, has a Velcro closure there. That is on the inside of the pack. So if I want to put something like maps, a passport, keys, something that I don't want falling into the bottom of the pack, and I know that it'll be safe up against my back, that's an extra little pocket. So those are basically the options that I went with. There are more. You can check out on the website and see all of the different options and decide, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I ordered and why I ordered it. Yeah, so overall, my first impressions of this pack are super high quality. For this to be a handmade pack, I'm just blown away by the quality. I mean, everything on this pack is super nice. The stitching is super good. I mean, YKK zippers, the mesh is super high quality. The fabric, this LS07, really like it. I just think these are, I'm blown away with the quality of these packs to this point, and I can't wait to put this thing to the test it out, see how it performs out on the trail. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions or think of anything, something that I maybe didn't answer for you, please feel free to comment below, let me know. I'll try to get back to you and answer any questions. And yeah, I just want to make this review. I hope this helps some of you guys out. Be looking for more gear reviews and trail reports and that sort of thing from me. Thanks for watching.